No. I can never find the right markers that I need. Do I need them? Oh, God. Wait, what are you doing with those markers, man? We have to be teaching the kids about theme today, and here you are with these markers. My God, man. Have you lost your mind? Well, excuse me for trying. Here I am trying to put these markers back where they can go so that the kids can use these markers on something. I don't know what just yet because they're online, but I'm sure I'll figure out something. Jeez, I never would have thought that... Wait a minute. I never would have thought. Sometimes when life gives you markers, you make markerade. That doesn't make any sense. What about hold on. What I'm getting onto something. Later, you're being ridiculous. We have to teach you. Hold on. Just I'm onto something here. What about life is full of markers. You don't always know what you're going to get based on the box that you use to look at the coordinating colors as they don't match up. Whatever. Maybe we should just have them look at the lesson. Yeah. Well, I'm done talking with myself. Let's take a look at the lesson on theme, shall we?
Okay, so theme, right? We've seen theme before, I'm sure. It's basically the central idea or message an author expresses in a work of literature. So it's the central idea that an author will express in whatever they happen to do. Theme can also refer to larger concepts that drive a central idea, right? So the main idea that is behind something. Now, you can figure out a story's theme by its title, maybe the words characters use in the story, or descriptive phrases, right? These are what we would call explicit pieces of information. Remember, explicit means it's directly stated. So if we look at the title, words character uses, phrases, those all show the theme explicitly. However, we can also have theme grow from thoughts, actions, dialogues, things like that come from the characters as well. And themes help to unite plots and the subplots, which are the smaller stories in novels and plays, and also it unites language and ideas in poetry as well. Themes are also in poetry. Who would have thought? So, when you're looking for the theme here, you're looking for basically a central idea or message that an author expresses. So, some examples of some themes might be things like love, family, justice, luck, betrayal. Things along those lines are examples of theme. Sometimes you can put them in one word, other times it takes a little bit longer. Now, you can find the theme in anything from a phrase that's very descriptive in the story to what a character says, to even the title of the story can have the theme in it sometime, right? Lord of the Flies. The theme here is that they are, the Lord of Flies, I guess. We'd have to look closer to figure out what that actually means. And plots and subplots can be united because of these themes, right? And in poetry, though, which we'll get to a little bit later, we have ideas and even language that's connected through themes. So themes are in poetry as well. It's not just stories. Now, themes, once again, are not usually stated directly. You have to infer them. You have to look at them. They're not stated explicitly, except in fables. Fables, they always do that, right? The tortoise is better than the hare because slow and steady wins the race, right? Those are themes that are stated directly. Sometimes we'll call them morals, too. Now, a story or a play or a poem can have more than one theme. It doesn't have to be just limited to one thing, right? It can have multiple themes. And when you're looking for themes, when you're inferring, trying to make those educated guesses on it, those assumptions, you want to look at things like the point of view from how the story is being told, what the character's doing, how they think, what they say, things that happen in the story's plot, And maybe even, the headings of titles and chapters, right? That can even tell, Chapter 3, Betrayal, right? Well, that's obviously the theme of this chapter. Why do I keep going on about betrayal? Anyway. So, to make inferences about the theme in Lord of the Flies, maybe we could pay close attention to what the main character is saying and doing. Which the main character would probably be Ralph here, right? And when we're looking at Jack's questions in this that he's asking, right, they kind of establish that these boys are stranded. No one's coming to get them. No one's coming to take care of them. There's no adults here. Sounds like a paradise, right? Or maybe not, right? Maybe it's a terrible place to be. And, they're looking at survival. Perhaps that's a theme here. Just having to survive without the grown-ups helping, right? Because they help so much sometimes. We don't give them enough credit for that. But also, once again, look at what the characters do, because sometimes that will also reveal the theme, right? So, once again, theme is something that you have to infer. Theme is something that doesn't usually just come out and slap you in the face, unless it's a fable or something along those lines. Sometimes it does, I guess, though. So don't be afraid to look deeper. Don't be afraid to look deeper in the story. And you might find the theme.